16 of whom I know. These are actually adjective clauses that include quantifiers in them, an expression of quantity. And first thing I want to do is explain the formula to you. So when you use this construction, you need your subject. You need a subject like my students or 20 people at the party. So after that, you need quantifier. For quantifier, I'm just going to put who plus of plus whom plus other info. I'm just going to put other info. So it's always most of whom, some of whom, 3 of whom, 2 of whom, 30% of whom. And you'll also notice I'm always saying whom, 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 whom. This is one case where you always have to say whom, okay? You cannot say most of who. It's always most of whom, 3 of whom, etc. So let's look at these one more time. My students, most of whom are from Brazil, have a test today. They have a test today. And next, there are 20 people at the party, 16 of whom I know. So I know 16 people at the party, and the party has 20 people. So just remember, when you have this construction, you need to use whom. And there is actually a lesson on this on my Engvid channel, so you can check that out too if you want more detailed explanation. And finally, questions. Now, questions are tricky, and all of this is tricky actually, but questions in particular, because very few people, especially native speakers, use whom in a question form, most of the time because they don't know the rule. And the rule is followed in the same way like I explained at the beginning, where who is subject relative, whom is object relative. So I have 4 questions. Let's look at the first one. Who saw the accident? These are all correct, by the way. There are no mistakes in these questions. Who saw the accident? You're asking a question about who saw, who did the action of seeing. So here, it's obvious, you must use who because the who, let's say his name is Marcus, and I say Marcus saw the accident. Marcus is the person who saw the accident. He did the action. So in the question, who did the action? Who saw